I want to jump back for a minute because Tybo, we had just talked about OBJ, not Orlando, Odell, who
Odell Beckham Jr.
is a media star, not a player star, free agent.
Because he
He's been
has to
another
post his
guy
workouts on
linked to
social
the
media.
Chiefs, and now he's posting socials like Colin Kaepernick. Uh,
Oh man,
Tybo, you had made a tweet from the account earlier today.
it's my account. Yes, I tweeted. I don't think you have to say from the account.
Well, it's not just your account; it's our account.
It's the one I'm
Unsent tweets
scrolling through
from
every
Tybo.
day.
You want to tell us about what you saw and what you said?
Look, OBJ put a little snippet out. This is like a minute 45 video, and I don't know if I'm keeping up with the kids' lingo nowadays because I don't know if I'm reading this right. But in here, he said, "This shit ain't easy, and going through these is just taxing in every way." So I'm reading that as in this workout that he went through was taxing in every way. So if that's true, like if he's still hurting from his injury or it's just that taxing on his body, who in the hell is going to sign Odell Beckham Jr.? That doesn't make any sense, man. It's like I've came so far to get where I'm at now, and it's just really taxing to go through these. Like, okay, then you shouldn't be playing football.
You did read that correctly. He's saying that he's tired after those workouts. I would go to say, like, I was saying all season long, do not expect him to sign on any team. Doesn't matter. He's not
Last season, yes,
physically this past season. He is not.
yeah.
He was not going to be ready to go anywhere, no matter how much Jerry Jones told you that he was going to get a deal done before the playoffs. It wasn't happening. He is just now starting basically to work out. Within the last few months, he is just starting to work out and get into football shape. So I think with him, especially coming out with the workouts on media and saying this is taxing, he's getting into shape. Partially, he's going through the therapy of making sure that his knee structure is there. So what you're seeing him do is he is doing what he's doing now to train for the season is what people would be finishing on to be like whatever their camp is a 12 to a 15-week camp right before they get into this into camp for the season and be ready. That's where he's at right now.
So why in
So
the hell was he even trying to get on a team at the end of last season?
relevancy, keeping your name out there.
As Tybo
I,
said,
I
media
talked about
star.
media star.
He said that, not me.
Fine.
And me.
Social media killed the star.
He's a media star, man. That's all he's there for. And so he wanted to keep his name out there.
He's
He wanted
really
his
just
name in the
making a
media.
living off of one catch.
That's it. He really is. He was a player star for like a season and a half, and then he didn't do anything, and he's not going to do anything. And but that's I wanted to put some clarity on that for you, Tybo. Is like where he's at. He's finishing up what would be dude's 12 to 15 week camp right before they get into the season, where it is super taxing. You are working very, very hard. These are very strenuous and can be 4 to 6 hour long workouts. So yes, it is taxing. He's just trying to up himself back into the media while it's still free agency, trying to get his name back out there and say, oh, hey, look how much work I'm doing and able to do, so that teams are, oh, maybe we should really kind of make a push for OBJ when
Man,
nobody, in
even with
reality,
his
nobody's making a push.
participation trophy Super Bowl ring, he's not worth what he's asking.
I mean,
No, but
I
I'm
think
he
I'm
he's
is he is
definitely willing to
pulling
pay a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, but there's no chance I'm paying close to what OBJ wants for Odell Beckham Jr.
he is pulling out the traditional LeBron James social media post. That's
yes.
all this is.
If he wants to be serious about touching foot on a
LeBron
football
James and
field,
Odell Beckham Jr. should not even be in the same conversation.
The same social media
like
post.
say in
LeBron does the
social media
same
terms,
stuff.
yes.
LeBron's not trying to get signed by anybody. LeBron's been to
He's
the
doing the
finals
look at me. I'm
more
coming
than I
back from
can count
this.
on two hands.
It's look at me,
It's the
Louis.
fact of look at me. This is what I'm doing.
Look at me, Louis.
That's all it is.
Hey, over here, come look at me. I'm ready to be on somebody's team. That's what he's doing. It's just a way to garner attention. But I'll say this: if
Yeah, but
OBJ
LeBron's
wants to,
probably not doing that for the same
no,
motivations
it's
and reasoning. Like LeBron's just chilling, bro. Like don't don't steep LeBron down to where Odell Beckham is, okay? Because I think what Odell Beckham Jr. is doing is a little bit pathetic. Okay, I've never been overall like a fan of the guy.
LeBron.
Have
LeBron does a
you?
lot of pathetic, petty
Yeah.
Twitter
Have you
stuff
never
too.
seen LeBron on Twitter or Instagram? That's all he does is pathetic shit. I love LeBron. He's my favorite player, but he is a terrible social media person.
But he's just chilling.
With all the letters to his younger self, like, man, sitting back at this day, I never thought it'd be at this many points. Stuff like that. Like
Talking about
cheesy
the
stuff.
dream that he had playing
Man, we
with
were
No, he
tied,
can
me
be
and MJ.
cheesy. LeBron has earned the right to be cheesy, man. OBJ is literally just like a wannabe superstar that is like begging for attention.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
LeBron has earned the right to be
he is
cheesy
just,
and
he is
weird
just
on social
taking
media,
a page out of what the LeBron James social media playbook is.
All right.
Yes.
Well, when we get the Odell Beckham Jr. Academy and he's giving people college scholarships, like I'll be a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of everything of LeBron outside of social media. Everything.
OBJ wants to step foot on a football field this
House
season.
Party?
I have not. Not yet.
It was decent. I got some chuckles out of it.
For OBJ to play this year, he will need to take that Randy Moss type deal when he went to the Patriots. Damn near vet minimum.
And just to explain,
ready to work.
House Party is two dudes that throw a house party in LeBron James's mansion. It's the movie.
A remake of an older movie that called House Party.
But it's not. It's kind of like a reinvention. It's not like a remake. Definitely
re-envision.
It's got the same movie title, but it's different.
Much better.
Remaking. Can we be done remaking stuff? It's like we're also remaking White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah,
it's not gonna stop anytime soon. It's like ad companies or graphic designers thinking that we want more minimalist shit, and they're ruining logos and turning shit into just like the basic ass fonts out there. It's what Hollywood thinks we want, so they're gonna do it.
NFL and your Super Bowl logos, give us the flair back.
Yeah. However, I did like the hats, the Arizona like pink and green. Those were dope hats.
Those weren't minimalist though. Like they actually did a good job with those.
Yeah.
Transformers, another one. Rebooting that franchise again.
I think they just have a sequel problem.
Well, that's. I mean, the Hollywood has always had a sequel problem, but they're rebooting it for the third time.
Now that we're back on Hollywood, is it time for my top 5?
You have a top 5?
Good God. Yes, I have a top 5.
What is your top 5?
Who's your favorite actor?
Who's my favorite actor?
Who's your favorite actor?
Probably Leonardo
Pedro
DiCaprio.
Pascal. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Completely forgot who you were saying for your top 5.
At the moment, yeah, Pedro
Pascal is pretty popular right now. He's in a lot of movies. Not on my list, but in a fantastic movie with Nick Cage. Nick Cage is the GOAT. He's my favorite actor. Not really. But anyways, if people believe that, I don't think I could live myself down. I don't like Nicolas Cage. But I do like Pedro.
You don't like any of like Nick Cage's movies or anything? National Treasure, Ghost?
Not a fan. My wife is. My wife loves National Treasure, but I'm not. I wasn't into it.
Nick Cage is hilarious, man.
I don't know if we can be friends, Tybo. This is a revelation I didn't know about you.
Yeah, no, I'm very anti Nick Cage. Actually, I make fun of him
I do too, but he's still fucking hilarious.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's friends with Pedro Pascal, he's probably pretty cool because I hear Pedro Pascal outside of the work that he does
Loved.
is a
Is
good
loved by a
guy.
lot of people.
Yeah. So I have my top 5 Pedro Pascal projects, and there's one of them on here that's going to surprise you for sure. The man was in a ridiculous amount of like TV appearances in the 90s, 2000s, and like he kind of rose to fame between like 2010 and 2013. Um, there was a bunch of projects that he was in a short amount of time that really just kind of, I mean, just rose. He rose to fame quickly after being in the game for a while. Like it was just like a slow burn and then zoom. But he's dope. I do have to give him an honorably bad mention for Game of Thrones. Um, his character frustrated the living shit out of me because he didn't just kill the mountain. He had to go die himself. I wanted his character to stay in Game of Thrones in some way. I understand what the writers were doing with the mountain, but missed out on more Pedro Pascal, which is why he's here in this work and not actually on the top 5 because I did actually really like him as Oberyn.
Good role.
You know, the Viper just, you know, fit him pretty well. So moving into the top 5, I have the Mandalorian at number 5, and the only reason it's not higher is because it's pretty cheesy. Um, they it's for a specific audience. Like they got Baby Yoda in there. Like I understand what they're doing with the whole series and the Mandalorian as a character, but I wish I don't know. I wish the writing, I wish the acting would be just a little more Star Warsy and not cheesy and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in the Mandalorian that just kind of makes me cringe when it happens. But I still like Pedro Pascal.
Do you wish he had
Number
his helmet off more in The Mandalorian, or does that matter to you?
No, because that's not the way.
DC's not the way.
It's not the way.
All right. I'm just checking with you, man.
Number 4. This is the one that is coming out of left field. You guys won't know that this ever happened. But when I was younger, uh, I thought the lead actress in Buffy the Vampire
How did
Slayer
I
was
know you were going
attractive.
there?
You didn't know. You didn't know.
I did know.
So I watched a lot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Pedro Pascal was a vampire named Eddie for a brief period of time. His credit is Pedro Balmaceda, which is one of his many names. But Pascal is like his final last name, as I'm looking at it. I don't know, but his credit in Buffy the Vampire Slayer was under Balmaceda instead of Pascal, but it's still him. Um, it was it really top 5 worthy? Probably not, but it's funny, and I watched a lot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so that was just my uh admittance to that.
Never seen.
Just letting everybody. You've never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No.
Wow. So number 3, I got him in Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I liked all of the Kingsman movies for the most part. I understand that Pedro Pascal is a little bit of a heel in The Golden Circle. He's a double agent, and he like turns on Eggsy or something like that. But he still played a good character. Had me interested, and it just he rounded out a I'm not gonna say top tier, but a pretty good movie. Number 2 for me is The Last of Us. I'm hoping, you know, they'll do another season for The Last of Us Part 2 or the second game or whatever. But it's good TV, and I didn't even play the game. I'm not even as emotionally invested as certain people, and that's probably one of the things that makes me like this more is I'm not picking up on the stuff that the series is doing differently than the game. Um, but he plays a good character, and it's entertaining. Like there's not a whole lot of zombies in it, but for a zombie series, but it's entertaining. I did like it. And he got to join back up with a Game of Thrones co-star. So it's a good mixture. It's a good formula there. You guys guess my number one?
I would
Because
hope it would be Narcos.
it's Narcos. Because that's Narcos. Just Narcos made sure that he was on the map. Narcos is where Pedro Pascal really started to get all the other.
Hot fire, so
Yeah.
good.
That's when he started getting all the other deals.
You missed one little sad at. He actually mentioned it's one of his favorite projects that he worked on himself. You guys may actually not have seen it. Triple Frontier, a Netflix original.
Because he did it with his best friend.
His best friend Oscar Isaac, and then obviously Charlie Hunnam, Ben Affleck. There was a
I
couple
didn't
more that
see
were in
Oh,
there.
was
Frontier.
that-
Do I need to go see that? I need to
Dude,
go watch
if you like
think
action
it's on
flicks,
Hulu.
which it is. It's also I don't know if it is. I believe it's a Netflix original.
Was this?
It is.
You can
This
explain it to
is
us.
so Triple Frontier is about military
Yep.
personnel who are
Oh,
doing
it's
a
not on
black
Hulu.
ops freelance job
Yeah.
to take down to basically get money, but they have to go to Colombia to do this, and they're trying to steal money from a kingpin, a drug cartel kingpin in the jungle. So very interesting. Would highly recommend if you have not. It came out quite
I think
gosh,
2019.
Yep. One of probably my favorite Netflix originals that has ever come out. Fantastic movie with again Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy, Oscar Isaacs, who's in Moon Knight. Then obviously Pedro Pascal, Ben Affleck. I think I'm missing somebody in there. Fantastic movie, amazing movie.
The one that's on Hulu, Pedro Pascal film from 2018 is called Prospect. It's like a sci-fi. They're in space on an alien moon type shit. Uh, that's the one I had seen on Hulu. So yeah, Triple Frontier is definitely a Netflix original.
If you haven't watched it, make sure to watch it. Figure out a way to watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Also, one of my other favorite actors in Charlie Hunnam.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen The Gentleman?
Nope.
Great movie.
Gray movie?
Great.
Like it's in black and white.
It'd actually be pretty cool if it was.
Are you sure
It's
it's great? Because I mean, you don't rewatch it, so
How can we ever really know if you think a movie is great if you like don't go back and watch it again?
I would rewatch it.
It's not very
The
convincing.
Gentleman. I would rewatch it.
I would rewatch a lot of stuff.
Ty
so, I
Bob
mean,
Ty Bob only watches movies once.
For the most part, yeah.
sad.
I've seen The Revenant 3 or 4 times, but that is my favorite movie of all time.
Do you know how many times I
watch
watched Django Unchained? Do you know how many times I watched Pulp Fiction? You know how
How
many
many times he's watched Bullet Train?
Anderson film ever? We don't have to talk about Bullet Train, okay? I had an unhealthy obsession. Okay.
It doesn't surprise me.
That's still probably what your most top watched movie of all time.
Bullet Train?
Yeah,
No,
It's up
I
there.
feel like I rewatched a lot of shit more in high school. So short amount of time, like
short
yeah.
amount of time. Yeah,
I probably watched it almost 10 times in about a month span. So yeah, let's
gosh.
stop talking about that.
That is unhealthy.
I know.
that's why he wants to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite part of that movie?
It's gonna be real dumb. Okay. Okay. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I love it. It's
Okay,
great. I've
okay,
actually
okay.
watched it twice.
So, oh my God, see, it's a good movie.
I watched it
Prove
three
my
times.
point
I
here.
watched it 3 times.
So, you know when the Viper is still in her costume, in the big fluffy costume, and Tangerine's walking down and she starts following me, he goes, "Hey, stop, asshole!" He just throws something at her like that. I die laughing at that point every single time. But I think my the best character in that one is just, I mean, to be able to follow Ladybug the whole way through. Like, he has some funny ass lines and encounters. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the movie. But just the interaction. He doesn't know she's the Viper, and she just listens to him for whatever reason, and I just think it's really funny. Are you following me?
Spoiler alert. One of the things that blew my mind the most is when you get to the end of the movie and find out who Brad Pitt is talking to on the phone. Had no idea.
You had no idea it was Sandy Bullock?
I had no clue. I was
I
so not.
recognize her voice.
I
I've seen Miss
The thing was
Congeniality too
is
many times.
I was so locked in because it was a Tarantino-esque style of movie. I was so focused on the storyline and like trying to piece things together that I wasn't focused on the voice that was speaking, just the words that they were saying, trying
Yeah.
to piece stuff together. So when it was Sandy at the end, it blew my mind. Lexi's too, but it was really good.
I don't think that's part of the movie that's supposed to blow your mind, but
Well, no, I just like not in that way, but yeah, I don't know. Also, the guy who played Lemon, Tangerine's non-biological brother, is the same dude who played Kick-Ass. Did you ever watch those
Tangerine.
movies?
No. Okay, hold on. Lemon is the black guy, buddy.
Sorry, yes, Tangerine. That's
he's
right.
he's from Atlanta.
Great
Gosh.
series.
Not actually from Atlanta. But yeah.
But yeah, the guy who played Tangerine, yeah, he was the guy who played Kick-Ass.
What a glow up for him, man.
He blow up. Good looking dude.
But so the White Death's son is Percy Jackson. Do you know that?
Oh gosh.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson, or whatever the hell his name is, Tangerine and Kick-Ass is also in Percy Jackson series.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I guess I should have known that.
But yeah, my wife has a giant crush on Aaron Taylor Johnson. So I just have to recruit him to be our third, or else I'm going to live with that thought in the back of my head forever. Anyways,
And as always, go Chiefs.
God,
Jeez. Just come back in for that.